Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to my playthrough of 4 Against Darkness, right here. Today I'm going to be starting a new dungeon. My heroes are level 3, 3, 3, and 4, Warrior, Cleric, Rogue, Wizard. And in the last episode I mentioned that I was going to be creating myself a cheat sheet. Well, I did. I have this old GM screen I used to use for when I ran D&D. And it's the half length. It's not super tall, and I believe this is called the world's greatest DM screen. I think that's what the brand name of it. But it's got plastic panels that you can insert your own printouts. So I've gone in and taken some screen captures of the tables and things in the book, and I'm going to put this around me here, and hopefully it will let me a little faster than flipping through these little mini books, which is what I have been doing. All right, I need to go ahead and reset my spells. 3, 4, and 1, or 1, 4, and 1, I believe. The wizard has a certain number of spells equal to their level. I always forget I think it's 2 plus their level. My level's 4, so I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's it. And then my cleric gets 3 bless and 3 heal. And I'll reset those. And then also, they are all at full health, which this one is at 9. The warrior's at 9. The cleric is at, it should be at 7, I believe. The cleric is 4 plus level. Cleric is 4 plus level. 4 plus 3 is 7, yeah. Alright, 7, and Rogue is 3 plus level, so yeah, 6. And the Wizard is also 2 plus level, so also at 6. So I use the dice to track their current health, and I write it in up here on the L what their highest is. Alright, let's go ahead and start. I will roll a d6 for the, I'll roll a d6 for the starting entry room, and it is a 4. 4 is goes like this, and then it's a 2 by 5, so 2 this way. Well, I did it wrong. It's just a 1, but that's okay. I can fix it like that. And then this goes. I messed it up already. I was looking at number 2. You know what? It's fine. I'll just do the number 2. 1, 2, 5. It goes up and over and up 2. I re-rolled I should have rolled a 2. I rolled a 4. Actually, I rolled a 2. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it is what it is. So I've got a hallway going up 3, a door here, and a door here. And this is the entry. You can always come back to the entry without worrying about wandering monsters. Now, in my dungeon, when they're going down a hallway, my default is that the barbarian and the rogue are always in front. When I backtrack, I change to the rogue and warrior in the rear, because that's where surprise attacks will come from. So I don't do that every time. I just say that is my standing order, so I don't have to keep repeating myself. All right, let's go ahead and get going for the first room, or the first quarter. Let's see. Let's go. What we're going to do is we will go, I always do green first as well. We shall go through this door right here. All right, so roll 2d6. I rolled a 4-2, which is, 4-2 is a corridor. So it goes up, over, and up. Now if it goes over, it would bump this one, so I'll reverse it. It goes up, over 2, and up. So it does this. Now, I have to roll to see what is in this corridor. So what you do on that is you roll 2d6 and you add them. And that is a 4, and a 4 is empty. So let's keep following it. That is a 4-5, which is a 3-way hallway. Come on. Goes 2 this way, up 2, over 2. And what is in this hallway? 3. 3 is a trap. All right, what type of trap? Traps are, I gotta remember, they're over here. Roll a d6. It is a 2, which is a poison gas level 3. All characters. Okay, so first I get to try to disable it. I just roll a d6. I add my rogue's level, which is 3. So he would only fail on a 1, and he did not fail, so he disables it. We'll go to the left, and that is a 3-3, which is another hallway. Come on. So I'll put a door here, and then it goes 3 and a door here, and it's a dead end. All right. All right, what is in this hallway? 10, which is empty. This may be the most boring dungeon I've rolled yet. We'll go through this door. That is a 5-4. 5-4 is a room, finally. It's a 3x3 with a hallway going up to 3x3 with a door. We'll put it right here. And what is in this room? 2, which is a treasure. Okay. So we'll roll on the treasure table, which is, where did I put the treasure table? I think that's the one thing I didn't put in here. I did not. So let me go to the treasure table. Well, there's a couple tables that didn't make it in here because they're rare. The treasure table I should have put on here, but I ran out of room. I roll a 1. No treasure. Boring, most boring dungeon ever. Okay, let's keep going. We'll go through this door. That is a 5-1. 5-1 is it's a horseshoe. It splits. So what we can do is we can have one go up and one go down like this. Since it won't fit, I'm trying to just fit it in there as best I can. And then the other door would just hit the wall. So I'll just split them off. 1-1. What's in this hallway? 3, empty. No, trap. Wow, okay. Another trap. A trap door, level 4. Okay, so does the rogue disarm it? Yes, he does. All right. We'll go south through this door. A 5-4, which is this same one. I'll just extend it down a little further. It is a 3x3. And it's got a door here. Hold on. No, corridor here and a door here. I'll draw a door here just to make it look right, but that's technically a corridor. All right, what's in this room? 3. A trap. I mean, you can't make this up. It is a 5. A spear attack, level 5. Does the rogue disable it? Yes, he does. All right. Following this corridor, I'll re-roll that. 4-6. 4-6 is a room with a corridor and a door. Okay, so this is good. It does have a door, so I'll just put that there. It's a 3x3, so what I'll do is I'll just extend this room a little bit and then extend a hallway out. So instead of 9 squares, it's just 8. And what is in this room? A 10. That is a weird. All right, what is the weird? A 4. A catoblepus. Catoblepus. Okay, put it in here. The catoblepus is a level 4. It gets 4 life points. Okay, 4 life points. And it has level 4, 4 life points. Treasure +1. All characters at the beginning of the battle must save versus a level 4 gaze or lose a life. All right, let's try this. Level 4 gaze. So you basically just roll a dice. So 4 or higher for the warrior. He's okay. The priest is okay. The rogue fails it, loses a life, down to 5. And the wizard also takes a life point. All right. And now we fight the catoblepus. The Catoblepus has 4 life points. I will go ahead and have the Barbarian attack. He is +3. And that is a... What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. I will roll a d6. Excuse me. All right. 3 plus 3 is 6. That is enough to take 1 life point off. And he's done. The Cleric is +1. This is not an undead. 4 plus 1 is 5. That's another to take 1 off. Now, the weirds and the bosses, they only go down a level when they go below half. When a boss loses more than half its life points, its level drops by 1, and it makes a morale roll. So when it drops to 1, it will make a morale roll. So the rogue steps up. He's at -1, and he misses. And the wizard is also -1, and misses. All right. The rogue will the warrior will step in at actually the rogue will step in at +3 to defend. And I just need to beat 4. And I fail. 1 is an automatic, so he takes a point of damage. Yeah. All right. Warrior steps up. 4 plus 3, that takes it down to 1. On a 1 to 3, it will flee. It does not. So the priest steps up, +1. 4 is enough to kill it, and that is the end of the Catoblepus. Treasure +1. All right, I'm just going to keep the treasure chart open. I may tape that one up. All right, treasure is a 3, which is a scroll with a random spell, and I do have the random spells on my board here. It's a 5, a scroll of escape. I will write that into my wizard page. A scroll of escape. All right. And then we beat the wizard. I get 1 boss modifier, and I also get an XP roll. So who do I want to have do it? Let's have the Cleric. The Cleric is level 3, so you roll a d6, and I need to roll a 4 or higher, and I failed. So that XP roll is gone. So let's keep going. We'll go down this corridor here. There's my d6. Ooh, a 6-6. That's always a good one. That's always that big old room. Let's take a look. The 6-6 is this like weird triangular room. Now I can't fit it in here, I don't think. So let's see. It's going to be a quarter. It's going to be a 3x3 with a thing going up. So a 3x3. We can sort of fudge it in. It'll go like this, and we'll put a door here and a door here. So it really is just a 3x3 room with branches going off. But one of them would branch here, which would be a dead end. So I'll just draw it as a dead end. What is in this room? 3. Guess what it is? It's a trap. I mean, seriously, let's see it. 1, 2, 3, 4 traps in 5 rooms. All right, the trap is a giant stone block, level 5. Did the rogue catch it? He did. All right. The good thing about the rogue is, as long as you don't roll a 1, usually when you add their level, when they get up to like level 3 and 4, they almost all disable it. All right. So that was a trap in the room. We'll go through this door. It is a 6-2, which is a 4-way. So, we'll have it go up and over, up and over, up and over. What is in this quarter? I'm sorry, I was supposed to roll 2. 12. Uh-oh. That is a boss. It says Dragon's Lair, but I thought the lair had to be a room. Another dragon? Are you kidding me? We'll do it. Dragon's Lair. Hold on. This was a corridor. Empty. I knew I was doing something wrong. I was like, wait a minute. I was looking at the room column, not the room, not the corridor. All right, so it is empty. All right. Let's go left, which is a 4-3. And this is a 3x3 room with one exit. So we'll link it to this. So there we go. It's a 3x3. And that means the rest of this is just solid stone. I'll shade it in so you can see it a little better on the video. This one's a dead end. This one's a dead end. That would have been a really tough fight to fight a dragon in a corridor, but I mean, that would have been bad. Because really the first two characters are the only ones that can fight. The spellcasters in the rear can cast spells, but man. Alright, so we roll to see what is in this room. 10. That is a weird. We have another weird. So this is the Dungeon of Weirds and Traps. What is this weird going to be? A Catoblepus. Traps, it's the Catoblepus dungeon filled with traps. Alright, so Catoblepus has 4 life points and 4 levels. First off, I have to make a save versus, what was it, level 4? 4 gaze. Alright, the warrior makes it. The cleric makes it. The rogue makes it. The wizard fails it, down to 4. Alright, let's try this again. It's got 4 life points. The warrior steps up. 3 plus 3 is 6. That takes it down to 3. The cleric steps up. 4 plus 1 is 5. Takes it down to 2. The rogue is -1. 5 minus 1 is 4. That takes it down to 1. Does it flee on a 1 to 3? It does. It flees. I still get the treasure roll, which is a D6. I rolled a 6, which is a magic item. And then the magic treasure is right here. That's another table that I did not put on my thing. I ran out of room. A 5. Potion of healing. Excellent. All right. So I've got another. I'm just going to write that on here. Potion of healing. And actually, if I remember right, after the last one, I had 1,041 gold. And what I do before every adventure is I buy potions and bandages. Well, I never used any of my bandages, so I would have bought 4 health potions at 100 each, which is 400. So that takes me down to 1,041 minus 4 potions. So now I have 5 of these things, which is excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we have to do a backtrack, which always stinks because there's always a risk that you will run into wandering monsters. Let me get a token to track that so you can see it better. I used to use this yellow one, but right now I'll use a red. So I'm in this room, and believe it or not, I don't have to backtrack. Well, I do have to backtrack. There's a door, so I'll go here. And you roll a d6, and on a 1, there's a wandering monster. None. I will go back into this corridor. None. All right. So we're here. We'll go through this door right there. And that is a 2-1. 2-1 is... Where's the 2-1? It's a dead-end room, 3x3. And what is in this room? An 11. That is a boss. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I just defeated another weird. So this goes up to 2. Let me do the XP roll for the cleric again. I'll re-roll that since it was cockeye. It fails, of course. So we have a boss. So what you do is you roll for the boss, but I've already encountered 2 weirds, and those count on the boss roll. So after I roll the boss, I roll another d6, and I add this number, 2. And if I roll a 6 or higher on that, it's the final boss. So what is the boss? Well, the boss is the dragon. Wow. It's a small dragon. Okay, is it the final boss? I rolled a 4 plus 2 is 6, so it is the final boss. with a lot of dungeon left to explore. Okay, let's do it. So the small dragon. Now the final boss gets modified a little bit. The final boss normally has 5 life points, and 6 level 6. But it also gets 2 attacks, and it's the final boss. So it says the final boss has 1 additional life, so it goes up to 6. 1 additional attack, 3, and will automatically fight to the death. So the gold piece is tripled or increased to 100, whichever is higher. If it has a magic and a treasure, you will find 2. The small dragon gives you 3 treasure rolls at +1. But it says on each turn, the dragon rolls a die. On a 1 or 2, the dragon breathes fire, inflicting 1 life on all characters who save a level 6 breath. Each character adds half their level rounded down. If the dragon doesn't breathe, he bites 2 random characters. Then he gets his attack. So we'll have to play this one out. Alright, so he's got 6 life points. So the first thing I do is I roll a d6 for the breath weapon. And on a 1 or 2, it'll breathe fire. It does not breathe fire, so it will attack. He bites 2 random characters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d4. And I do have a d4. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Warrior, cleric, rogue, wizard. The first one is going to be the cleric, and then I'll re-roll a 2 if I do, and the warrior. Okay, so it attacks them. So it's level 6. So the warrior gets +2 on their defense, and I rolled a 5 + 2 is 7. That beats a 6. He's fine. The cleric adds +2 and rolls a 5. So the cleric is also okay. Now, here we go. The sleep spell does not affect undead or dragon, so I can't cast sleep on the dragon. I also can't cast fireball on the dragon, which doesn't leave me with a whole lot, because I didn't buy a lightning bolt. I should have. It inflicts 2 when it hits a boss. All right, we're just gonna have to fight this one out. The warrior steps up. He adds +3. 3 + 3 is 6. That knocks it down to 5 life points. The cleric is +1. And that's exploding. 6 + 1 is 7. 7 + 5 is 12. That's enough to knock 2 more life points off. So it's down to 3. When it gets down to 2, it will make it won't. It will not make a morale roll because it does not. It automatically fights to the death, but it will lose a level. The rogue is at -1. 5 - 1 is 4 and misses, and might as well. I could always roll a 6. The wizard misses completely. All right, does he breathe fire? He does. Everybody must save versus a level 6, and then each character adds half their level rounded down. All right. So the warrior will add +1 to this save. I need to do it's a save, so I need to do a 6 or higher. I did get it. All right. Warrior's okay. The cleric's level 3, also adds +1. 4 + 1 is 5. They take a point of damage. The rogue is level 3. He will add +1. 5 + 1 is 6. That's enough to dodge the fire flames. And the wizard adds +2. And also will take a point of damage. All right, warrior steps up. +3. 5 + 3 is 8. Knocks it down to 2. But remember, it doesn't flee, but it does go down to level 5 now. The cleric steps up. +1. 3 + 1 is 4. That does not beat 5. He misses. The rogue. -1. 5 - 1 is 4, and the wizard also misses. Does it breathe fire? Yes. All right. Needs to roll a 5 or higher. He takes a point of damage, down to 8. The cleric is also +1 and takes a point of damage. The rogue is +1. Takes a point of damage. And the wizard is +2 and takes a point of damage. Oh boy. The warrior is +3. 3 plus 3 is 6. That knocks it down to 1. And then I just have to beat 5. She's +1. And 6 plus 1 is 7. And easily kills the dragon. Well, not easily, but kills the dragon. Alright. So we defeated the final boss, which gives us 2... this goes away. We get 2 XP rolls. I get 3 treasure rolls, so let's do this. The first treasure roll, and these are all at +1. That's a magic item. A fool's gold. Alright, got some fool's gold. You can use that to bribe, I think. Alright, second treasure roll. 4 plus 1 is 5. That is 1 item of jewelry or 3d6 times 10. 6, 7, 8, 80 gold. And this is jewelry. I keep forgetting to ask if jewelry and gemstones count towards your weight, the 800 or 200 per player that you can do. And then the third and final treasure roll is a magic item, and it is a wand of sleep. I will take it. And the wand of sleep allows the user to cast the spell 3 times before its energy is depleted. Okay, so it's got 3 charges on it. Let's do the XP roll. The cleric. Come on, I need a 4 or higher. Got it. The cleric goes up to level 4. Their health goes up to 8. Their attack goes up to +2. It's half their level rounded down. And their attack is now +4 versus undead. That's good. And then for my last level up roll, let's go ahead and level up the rogue is kind of squishy. Yeah, let's do the rogue. I need a 4 higher. I got it. The rogue also goes up to level 4. 7 max health. And +4 versus when you outnumber the minions. So he goes up 4 health. This one went up to 4 as well. Even though they're wounded, they still get that bonus point when they level up. Alright, now the real question is, do I want to finish out this dungeon? I've already found the final boss, so I don't have to worry about encountering that again. I don't have a whole lot of gold either. This dungeon has been kind of a dud. Very boring, except for the final boss. I think I'm going to leave, but before we do, we have to backtrack. So let's go here. I got a wandering monster. What is it? 2 is a vermin. I'm just going to go ahead and skip it. I skip vermin because they're just, they waste video time. And they're pretty easy. Alright, let's move into... Let's see, what's the fastest way? We'll go into here. Nothing. Here. Nothing. Here. Nothing. Here. Nothing. And then into the entry room, and we escape. Alright, that's all I got. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of 4 Against Darkness. I'll be back in a week with the next episode. We'll start a new dungeon. Hopefully it won't be as... well, you know, sometimes you get what you wish for, right? This one was boring, so that means the next one is just going to be weird, weird, boss, 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 weird, weird, boss, boss. And, but the good news is I did get 80 gold. I didn't have to use any of my potions, because when I leave, I can go ahead and choose to heal up. And I did level up 2 characters. So, when I come back in the next video, we'll have a level 3 warrior, level 4 cleric, level 4 rogue, and a level 4 wizard, and we'll see what happens. Alright, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.